think
Yeah.
so the Avengers anyway dropped today, and I'm kind of happy that I didn't know the title until I saw the trailer, because that was like a big part of the trailer was the title reveal, which has been a big So exactly. So what do you think?
War Part 2 confirmed?
Oh yeah.
No, joking. It's Endgame?
Yeah. Well, some people have been saying that they don't like the title, and I can sort of understand it, because it does seem very sort of cliche, you know, like when they have like film sequels and it's Dawn of something or Age of something or Rise of the something. It's like, how many times have we done that? Endgame is a bit of a cliche one, but at the same time, it's a comic book movie, so it's not like it's Godfather Part 4 Endgame. That would be shit. I think they can get away with it.
And also, you're not going to get chronologically confused about them, because there's like the Avengers 1 and Avengers 2, and then there's Avengers this and Avengers that, and then there's Avengers 4. It's like, what the fuck? What order do they go in?
Yeah.
At least in this, there's no numbers involved. It's all just, subtitles like Avengers Assemble, Avengers Age of Ultron, Avengers Infinity War, that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I think people are conscious of which films are which anyway. I mean, it might be like years down the line.
I was meaning more like years down the line. Like people complain about some stuff like Rocky films and things like that when they kind of...
Yeah. And Fast and Furious as well. That's another one that they're chronologically confusing. But anyway, I mean, the title does have relevance, because I know it might seem like a bit of a stretch, but obviously, this was theorized before, like, long ago. I remember some people saying that it might be Endgame, which would make sense because Tony Stark in Age of Ultron says, we can smash like Hydra agents like all day long, but that's the end game. And then obviously in the last film, just before Doctor Strange vanished, he said, we're in the end game now. So looking back, there is a bit of relevance. Yeah, no, Topher didn't say anything about it, but I think he was playing something else. But anyway. So the actual trailer itself, obviously, it's a teaser trailer. That's what some people have been saying. It doesn't give much away, but I mean, that's kind of the point. It's only really the DC trailers that tend to ruin things, I tend to find. I seem to remember Batman v Superman pretty much telegraphing.
I don't know. I wouldn't say the trailers ruin the films. The films ruin themselves just fine on their own.
Yeah, true, exactly. So, but no, it's a teaser trailer. It was quite a long teaser trailer. It's like 2.5 minutes. And that opening with Tony Stark, where he's kind of floating in space, that's like the first minute of the trailer is just that. Because obviously that was a big deal. Like, how does he get back off Titan, which is just a massive wasteland planet? There's only him and Nebula, weren't there, from memory, that were left.
I was going to say, I think those are the only two left. Did we see Rocket kind of turn to dust? I can't remember.
If you remember, he's watching Groot when Groot's vanishing. And he's like, oh, no, Groot, no, like that. So he's still alive. Because you made that joke, didn't you? Say Guardians of the Galaxy 3 is just basically going to be the Rocket Raccoon show. Which is true.
So there's only 3 survivors from that group that was on Titan.
No, I think there was only 2. I think it was Nebula and Tony Stark. I think all the others died because Doctor Strange vanished, Spider-Man vanished, Quill, Star-Lord vanished, and so did Drax. Oh, and so did what's her name, Mantis.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Rocket Raccoon was elsewhere, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was in.
No, getting confused. I was just assuming he's part of the thingy, so he'll be there. But no, of course he was on elsewhere. I don't remember seeing him in this trailer at all.
No, there's quite a few characters that are still alive that didn't show. They barely showed Thor. I mean, you only saw him in like a couple of shots, I think, if that.
Yeah.
It looked like he was just kind of sat moping around in some kind of big cell or something. Well, behind a glass door, anyway. But interestingly, one of the big questions after Ant-Man and the Wasp, at the end of the film, and you made a good point, we'll get to that in a minute, but end of Ant-Man and the Wasp, there was that post-credit scene, well, mid-credit scene, where he goes into the quantum realm and is effectively stuck there because the 3 people that are on the outside that sent him in there that were going to bring him back, they all turn to dust. So obviously the question is, how is he going to get out of there? You come up with a pretty good, very simple and obvious idea as to how he's going to get out. You got to tell
Same
us.
way he got out last time with the the little discs that make him like grow again.
Exactly. He can just do that and he knows he's done it before. I assume there'd be some risk involved in doing that, but if he's been stuck in there for some time, he's going to do it. So,
I mean, also, like option B that I just thought of would be we don't know what's happened to Scott Lang's kind of supporting cast.
True.
Presumably, if at least one of them's alive, they would know, well, shit, something big's happened. I better go find Scott because he's like the Ant-Man, maybe he can help.
Yeah.
Now, where was he? All right, he was out on that rooftop. Shit, there's nobody else, but there's just him on the radio going like, guys, what the fuck's happening?
No,
I mean, even it could be his daughter for all we know that goes and finds him, or like the comic relief like sidekicks. We don't know.
Yeah,
so that could also be like a possibility.
Definitely. Yeah,
it definitely looks like he gets out on his own, and it's not the Avengers that rescue him because he just shows up at the Avengers kind of.
Yeah, Captain America's like, is this a recording? It's like, nope, he's at the front door or the back door, whichever.
Yeah, because there's one bit where they're like looking at like images of things, and one of them is Scott Lang. So I'm wondering if that's them going through like everybody who they think is
not accounted for.
And then he shows up and it's like, well, shit, how are you still here? We thought you were gone.
Yeah. Yeah,
which get to see Hawkeye, isn't it?
Yeah, he's Ronin from the looks of it, and he's in Japan. And I suspect his family died in the snap, which is why he's gone.
It looks like he's been killing people, doesn't it?
Yeah, because he was pretty much retired, wasn't he? From
and also given the whole like Red in the Ledger thing from Black Widow, that he kind of brought her back from basically being like a killer and assassin. So now maybe it's going to be like a role reversal between the two of them.
Well, Buff had White in his ledger, but
no, no.
So one thing I noticed in the trailer,
fingers and 50% of Buff's face vanished.
No, well, it was under cover of something else, but
yeah,
no, that was something else that somebody was messaging me, was saying that they hope that they don't just undo everything and reverse everything, bring everybody back, because it would be kind of cool if you could, like down the line, go back to Avengers Infinity War and the snap when everyone dies literally still has that weight to it, because if they undo that, it's kind of like with Alien and Alien 3. It's like you watch Aliens and thinking, well, she's going to be dead like in effectively a couple of weeks anyway, so the entire ending of that film now has been kind of unraveled. So kind of like the flip side of that with the negative ending of Avengers Infinity War, it would be nice if that continued to carry its weight and they don't just undo everything. But at the same time, you kind of need to bring back Doctor Strange and Black Panther for them to have future movies.
I can't see how they would not undo it.
Yeah.
Because 50% of the universe is now dead.
Yeah.
You've got to undo that. You can't have that continuing.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it is possible that not all the Avengers are going to get out of this next film. Like the ones that are actually still here, not all of them might survive like a showdown with Thanos.
Yeah.
Although also from what you see in the trailer, it doesn't look like, Thanos has basically done what he did in the comics. He's gone off, he's started a farm, he's done his mission, he's like saved what he sees as saving the universe by wiping out like half of it so there's no overpopulation and all this.
Yeah. Well, one
he
thing
sees himself as like, yeah, I've won, now I go off and, I have a farm somewhere.
Going back to the trailer, if you look right at the end of the trailer, it shows the Avengers logo with all the pieces coming off it, like when the snap happens, but in reverse. So that kind of, to me, indicates that they are going to undo the snap specifically. That's how they do it. And obviously, rather than just putting the pieces back together, but they're going to go back and change the past, which from what I understand is what happens, big part of the plot. They go back in time to the events of the first Avengers movie. We know that from set photographs. And that's going to effectively undo things. A bit like X-Men Days of Future Past, the movie. They go back in time and undo all these deaths just by changing the past, changes the future. So if in the trailer, like I say, it shows the Avengers logo kind of disintegrating in reverse. It's a bit of it's not a very obvious touch, but you could read that into it.
Yeah.
And I think is the intention as well. Knowing what we know from the set photographs that they do go back in time, but that's not a secret. So unless people haven't been
pretty much, I'd just like to make the point. Everything you see in this trailer is like the effect of these characters. It's like these characters like being like, oh shit, everybody we know has just like fucking been wiped out and stuff. At no point in this trailer is there particularly like, right, and here's a huge CGI fight scene, and here's a lot of CGI monsters running across the screen, and the Avengers like fighting them. It's almost entirely like character driven.
Yeah.
Unlike certain other like trailers we've seen.
DC. Not just the trailers, the end product, the film.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I mean, watching this, I am way more invested in this film, even though it's going to be April before we get to see it, than I am with Aquaman that might even be out now. I just literally am not paying any attention. I don't care, and I'm not going to bother with it.
Well, one of our viewers, John, sent us his edit of the Avengers Endgame trailer, which I will edit onto the end of this video. So if you stay right till the end of the video, everybody, you'll see what I'm talking about. But kind of his little parody version of the trailer for this has a bit of a crack at the DC films. So definitely give that a watch. So yeah,
right. Just watching this trailer grabs me a lot more than like, and here's this character doing something cool and going, oh yeah, and here's like a load of CGI sharks swimming around. It's like, this doesn't interest me. We've seen it all before. Oh, yeah. Hang on, here we go. This actually like sounds interesting, like dealing with the after effects of that fucking film.
Yeah, well,
with all the stuff that happened, like big, like epic things. They don't need to show us like a big CGI smashy crashy fight because we know that's going to be coming, but that's not the focus of the film exactly.
Yeah, and the action tends to tell story in and of itself, whereas with DC, it's literally just smashing into buildings for the sake of smashing into buildings, kind of thing, and not much more to offer than that. And
I mean, with Venom, like a similar sort of thing, they did not need to have the whole like CGI, all the two symbiotes kind of flowing at each other and really confusing. You can't see what the fuck's happening. You're like, you didn't really need that, and it actually like took away from the film as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah.
But it was done just because, like, oh, this is a cool fight scene that you've been building up to. It's like, yeah, but it's not that cool. It's just some fucking hard to follow CGI bullshit.
Mm. No, we'll have to wrap this up anyway. But no, good trailer. It's a teaser trailer. I've heard rumours there's going to be a Spider-Man Far From Home trailer coming pretty soon as well. But we'll see about that. And hopefully there'll be an announcement as to what other future films are going to be coming in Phase 4, because we really haven't had much of an announcement after the end of 2019 next year. We don't really know what's coming after that. So,
which might be a deliberate choice on their part to keep high for this film, because I mean, I'm 90% sure they're going to bring everybody back, but at the same time they might not. I mean, maybe not everybody gets like through this film. Even if they do undo the snap, maybe not everybody gets to live, because of it.
Yeah. It might just have a ripple effect and not a complete wiping of the of what happened. It might just change things slightly, but not completely. So,
I mean, they've got to undo some of it, because I can't see them killing off Spider-Man now they've finally brought him into the Marvel cinematic universe. I can't see that.
Yeah, I don't see it, but then again, the film contract pretty much ends, I think, with this film for Tom Holland, the upcoming Spider-Man film that's his last film under the current deal, from what I understand. But yeah, I agree. I don't see them.
Yeah, unless like Sony were being like really like awkward or something, I can't really see why Marvel would be interested.
That could happen because Venom was so successful. That was part of the reason why I didn't want to go like fund that film by going to see it. It was just like, the better this film does, the less chance we've got of like the Marvel and Sony renegotiating. And it did very well, sadly, on that front. But then again, yeah.
Then again, a lot of other Sony stuff hasn't done so well, so I don't think they're gonna.
We'll see.
Like fuck, I don't think they're gonna rock the boat. But you never know. People are fucking stupid.
Yeah. And I'm definitely going to have to leave this now anyway, because we're running out of time. So, yeah, pretty much leave it there unless there's anything else.
Looking forward to this. Looking forward to Captain Marvel.
Yep.
Not giving a shit about Aquaman.
Yeah. Do you hate DC?
Sorry, Moody.
Yeah, Moody might be watching this, so we'll play it down. Anyway, yeah, we'll leave it there. Remember, watch the video after the little post Brand X Fuse logo title sequencey thing, and we'll see you next time. Thank you very much.
Oh no! The mask's broken. It's like a Bane mask. So I must be in space in a DC movie. And I'm drifting away because it's dark. But there's a bit of light there, so it can't all be dark. And as I drift away into this dark universe, all I can think is there's Aquaman and Shazam on the horizon. And when that's happened, this universe, this DC universe, it'll be rebooted. And once it's been rebooted, and when it's back, the dark superhero universe will be back on top. Back on top. Tony Stark, out.